and welcome back. I'd like to take just a few minutes to talk about developing your mediumship. For me personally, I think one of the most underrated things that we can do to develop our mediumship is prepare all of our clairs to be used during a contact. So a lot of times you'll hear professional mediums or mediums say, I'm a clairvoyant. That insinuates that they're only using their clairvoyance, their vision, to receive information, when in actuality, as a medium, we're using all of our clairs, hopefully simultaneously, because that's going to unfold the picture to its fullest. If you're wanting to unfold your mediumship, get better details, expand on the evidence that comes through, or even if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily want to develop as a medium, they just want to be able to contact their loved ones, my suggestion would be to focus on growing all of your clairs. Those clairs are what we talk about, such as you're seeing images or pictures, the feelings or sensations that you pick up on, that knowing or that drop in the downloads of information that you get. Those are what we call clairs. So clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, all of those good things. So one thing we really want to do, and this will help you to, again, grow and develop your mediumship in a lot of ways, is to focus not on just the clair we like to use the most or the clair that we feel works best for us, but work on those clairs that maybe we struggle with. That's the key. That's going to grow your mediumship. Another piece of that puzzle is, just like we're all individuals and we have specific talents or things that we find work easier for us than other things, same way for those in spirit. If you're working with a family member in spirit, or if you're a medium trying to give information to someone or a client, and you're connecting to a person in spirit who's maybe using their claircognizance, and that's their strongest clair, but you really don't work with that very much, it's a little more difficult for you, you're going to have a hard time receiving the information, the details that they give you, unless you really try to develop in a way where you can receive information from a spirit communicator no matter what clair they're intending to use. So if you're somebody who really works with clairvoyance, that's awesome. But if you're only relying on seeing an image, you're not getting the fuller picture. So what you want to do is you want to work with multiple clairs and work with them simultaneously. So if you get that image, you also get the clairsentience to go with it, get that claircognizance to go with that. So if you're seeing the image, you have a feeling of what the image means, you get a knowing of what the image means. That'll help unfold the evidence even further. And that's what's going to catapult your mediumship. Now, another key to growing your clairs is to, as a medium, also practice psychically. Yes, you heard me right. If you want to grow your mediumship, you do need to practice some psychic exercises. Why? Because when you're working psychically, again, you're using your clairs, those innate abilities that are inside of us that help us connect, whether it be a living soul or a soul who's passed on. So when you're doing psychic exercises, that's going to build your clairs as well. So I would suggest, if you can, take some time to really go back and watch some of your recordings of readings that you've done. If you haven't been previously recording videos, I would suggest the next several readings that you do, go ahead and record those, or at least try to take notes afterwards and get a sense of the verbiage that you're using. Are you saying, when you're delivering the information, I'm seeing this, or I'm being shown that, or I'm seeing pictures of this? If you're seeing a lot of information, make note of that, okay? But keep track of it over several different sessions And you'll start to see, okay, this is the Clair that I've been using quite often. This is a Clair that I'm not bringing through at all, or very few times am I using this. That's the Clair that you want to focus on. So you want to, really pinpoint what Clairs you're using and what are your strongest Clairs and what are your weakest Clairs. And really work on those weaker Clairs to bring them up fully so that you have the full tool belt to use with those in spirit. That's one thing. The other thing I would say too is as you're working, be sure that you're expressing the information through the Clair as you receive it, okay? A lot of people have a tendency to say, your loved one's saying, your loved one's saying, your loved one's saying, right? But that's not giving you the information that you need to help you develop. You really want to take note as you're getting the information, how it's coming through, all right? So I really hope this information helps. But yeah, it is something that we all need to work on. Even mediums that have been developing for a while will kind of, I don't want to say get lazy, but they fall back on possibly some of their stronger Clairs. And they may notice that, hey, my readings aren't bringing through the depth, or my information seems to not be unfolding the way I like, and it can be a cue that you're falling back maybe on one specific Clair and you're not utilizing all of the Clairs, okay? So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you like this content, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe if I can get the words out. And then also put in the comments as well, do you have a specific Clair that you'd like to work on or develop more? Maybe what I'll do is break out several different videos of specific Clairs, if that's helpful. Or if there's any other type of content that you want me to put out, anything you have questions about, let me know. Give me some ideas. I'd love to get your insights as well, and really grow this channel for you all who's watching. So thanks so much. Hope to see you soon.